One of the most difficult stories to understand in all of human history occurs in chapter 11 of the book of Judges, Shoftim. We're told about Yiftach, who's booted from his home by his half-brothers, takes up with a bunch of ruffians, but then the Jews in his old town are in trouble. And so they come to him. He's a pretty powerful guy, and they say, listen, we've got a very strong enemy. We need you. And he says, all right, I'll do this, but it's not going to be a one-off. If I win, I'm the leader going forward. They have no choice. They say, okay. And so he takes over, and he prays to God before the big battle. And he says, God, if you deliver the enemy into my hand, I'm taking a vow. The first thing when I get home that comes out to greet me will be for you. I'll bring it as a sacrifice. He wins the war. He comes home, and the first thing that comes out to greet him is his daughter, his only child. He has to break the news to her. Most commentators say that he didn't end up killing her as a sacrifice, God forbid, but she did have to live the rest of her life in seclusion, couldn't get married. The question, of course, is, what was he thinking? You want to bring a sacrifice? Great. Just say the first animal that comes out of my house to greet me, or just walks out, or that I see, will be a carbon, will be a sacrifice. Why say the first thing that comes out of my house to greet me, which can include animal or human? I heard a great explanation once. He knew what his relationship was with his wife, and in particular, with his only daughter. He knows what's going to happen. He's going to come home like he always does. He's going to yell up to his daughter, whatever her name was, let's make one up, Leah. Leah, I'm home. No answer. Leah, I'm home. No answer. Eventually, she'll take the headphones off of her head. Yeah, Dad, I'm home. Maybe come downstairs and say hello. I'm busy, Dad. I'm filming a TikTok video or whatever. He knows one thing. There's no way, there's no possibility that she's going to come out to greet him, let alone the way she's described. She came out to greet him dancing with drums. Big celebration. How excited. How could that be? In his mind, it wasn't possible. They didn't have that type of relationship. She wouldn't give him the time of day, let alone come out to greet him with dances and drums. What happened was, which he didn't account for, which he didn't realize could happen, is that she's at home. And if it was nowadays, what happened was, in effect, her phone blew up. The internet broke. Her father is no longer a bad boy ruffian, a nobody. He's a conquering war hero. He's the general. They're making a parade for him down Main Street. Wow, I gotta go out to greet him for the first time ever. So it wasn't a possibility in his mind. That's why he made the vow that way. He didn't realize he was a new, better, improved person. What a lesson on the eve of Rosh Hashana, the eve of the high holidays. When we're about to crown God as the king, recognize that it's up to him if we're going to live another year, and our judgment's coming soon after on Yom Kippur. We can say to him, God, I'm asking you for another year, not for the old me, but for the new me that I'm determined to be. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. It'll be small steps, small increments, but I'm determined to be better. Same reason why people will say, why should I keep praying for something for days, weeks, months, years on end if God's not giving it to me? And the answer is because if you continue to improve while you pray, then each day the person asking for that item was not the same person who asked yesterday. And so let's make that commitment at a minimum, even if it's just expressing the sincere desire in our own heads. I want to be better. God, give me another chance. Give me another year. Hatzlacha. Good luck to all of us this Rosh Hashana. Hopefully we'll all have a much happier and much healthier new year this year.